I'm LT, this is Tolman Performance, and over the last year and a half, I have been building the ultimate compact muscle truck. It's LS swapped, it's supercharged, it's all-wheel drive, but more important than any of that, it can be yours for free. That's right, I am giving away the second gen Syclone, and we'll talk more about the details, how you can get entered to win in just a minute. But first, I gotta show you the all-new look of the second gen Syclone. I really love doing what-if builds that show what a manufacturer could have done if they mixed and matched the right parts and pieces together. And the second-gen Syclone is, in my opinion, the coolest and fastest sport truck that GM never made. The original GMC Syclone was a really limited production run truck. They made somewhere around 3,000 of them, and almost every single one was painted black. However, the color scheme that we chose for the second gen Syclone pays homage to the rarest of them all. The Marlboro, the cigarette company, the Marlboro Syclone. They only made 10 of them, and you couldn't actually even buy one if you wanted to, because the 10 original Marlboro Syclones were part of a promotion the tobacco company was doing. Now, this is a really interesting coincidence. Totally didn't plan it out this way, but just like those 10 original Marlboro, Syclones, you can't buy this one. However, you can win it. It's the grand prize in our latest giveaway. I don't care for cigarettes. I'm not a smoker, not trying to promote any particular tobacco company, but I just have always loved the way that red and white looks together, especially when you have kind of like these gunmetal gray inserts. To me, this is the finishing touch that the second gen Syclone has needed. But the graphic on the side here, you notice it's a little different from the original red ones, and that's because that was pulled directly from my very first daily driver truck, my 95 Nissan. I always wanted to do a build similar to this to my original Nissan, so it's kind of like a full circle moment for me. Now, the red, it pops, it's bright, it looks awesome, but the magic of the second gen Syclone is more than just skin deep. For that, we gotta pop the hood. The one complaint that everybody seems to have about my second gen Syclone is the fact that it doesn't have a turbo V6 under the hood. Sure, if I wanted to pay proper tribute to a Syclone build, we would have went with a 4.3 with a turbo on the side. But the perfect truth is, I just can't stand the way that they sound, and I love a good old-fashioned American V8 swap. So that's what we did. This is a 5.3 liter LM7. We've completely gone through it. It's been resealed. We put a cam in there, bigger valve springs, basically just freshened it up for use in the Syclone. But the party piece, the one that makes all the cool noises, is this guy right here. This is a Harrop 2300 FDFI Roots style supercharger. We spared no expense when it came to building the forced induction setup on this. I mean, there's about $10,000 worth of supercharger and related goodies like the dual belt drive system. It's reliable, it doesn't slip the belt, and it just plain old-fashioned works. Conservatively, in the setup that we're making right now, we have a stock LSA lower pulley on there. We have, I think, a 75 millimeter upper. It puts out like 14 pounds of boost, somewhere in the 600-ish, probably 650 horsepower range, but it is dead reliable. If you want to turn it up, you can take this thing home with a simple pulley change. The sky's the limit. This blower, for example, we could probably make about 1,000 horsepower reliably with this blower setup. So plenty of room to grow if you want to modify the truck and make it even faster. Right now, it'll run 1190s in the quarter mile. On pretty much any surface. It's all-wheel drive. We'll talk more about that in a second, but the sky's the limit. Drive it like it is, turn it up, your choice, because you can be the next owner of the second gen Syclone. When I started out building the second gen Cyclone, it never occurred to me that I'd be giving it away. And I'm really glad that one of you is going to get to take it home. And this is going to be kind of my chance to show off some of the work that went on underneath the surface. To me, what makes a vehicle cool is not necessarily just the flashy paint job, or in this case it's a wrap, it's not a paint job. And it does look really cool, but to me, the stuff that I care about is underneath the hood. It's in the design and the engineering and the execution of the project as a whole. So I'm gonna just start at the front, work my way to the back and show you guys every last little detail and thing that we've done to this truck over the last year and a half. Because again, that's what really makes this truck stand out to me. Starting up front, wheels and tires, we get some 18 by 9.5 ZR1 replicas with 275/45 Pirelli tires on here. And one of the things worth mentioning is everything on this truck has like less than 1,500 miles, but more realistically, less than 800 or 900 miles on it, because like I mentioned in the last one, I don't take the time to drive the stuff that I build as much as I really should. I don't enjoy it. So I'm glad that one of you is going to enjoy it, but pretty much everything that we've done has almost 0 miles on. So that's the wheels and tires. Underneath here, we have the cast iron ZR2 style front differential, stronger than the cast aluminum ones. The whole front suspension has been rebuilt, mostly original stuff, but like new CV axles, lower control arms, upper control arms, all new steering. The oil pan, that's one thing I am particularly proud about, because as you can see, we did a little bit of welding and fabrication to get it to fit around that cast iron diff. Rebuilt 4L60, got some really good parts in there. Dual 3-inch exhausts from the manifolds all the way back. NV149 full-time all-wheel drive transfer case. I use that in all of my builds. For the exhaust, like I said, it's dual 3-inch. There's a Hooker Blackheart muffler there, goes up above the axle and dumps right at the bumper with 2 Flowmaster Pro Series mufflers. This right here is probably the biggest challenge of the whole build. The 3-link rear suspension is totally overkill, has 1.25 inch Heim joints in it. That's a 8.5-inch ZR2 10-bolt, so much stronger than the one that came in this truck. We have the Viking coilovers back here. You can see the panhard bar. You can see how the exhaust goes up and over the axle and out the back. So that is the build in a nutshell. I have no idea how many hours went into this truck, but everything is in great shape. Everything is robust, because my whole objective when building stuff is to make it strong, not necessarily make it look cool, but now it looks cool and is strong. So of course, we gotta take you guys for a spin in the second gen Cyclone to let you hear it and experience it firsthand. Because when I say this thing is fun, I mean it. It's got response, it's got power, it makes all the right sounds. I mean, I wanted to build this in the way that GM might have built a V8 supercharged Cyclone if they built one. And it just works. I mean, it's a 5.3, it's on like low to medium boost, 13, 14 pounds. This truck's on flex fuel. I do flex fuel on everything because you can make a lot more power on E85 if it's available in your area. But if you don't have it, you can put in 91 octane or any blend between the two. The computer will automatically compensate. It'll adjust the fuel mixture for the increased ethanol content. And the best part, it'll add a lot more, or not a lot, but a fair amount more timing when you have E85 in the tank. So it's kind of a win-win. You don't have to think about it. Just fill up with whatever fuel you got and you can go. Now the suspension is one of those things that I'm particularly proud of. I think we went over the 3-link. If not, it'll happen in a little bit later in this video. But we did design our own custom 3-link, has coilovers. I got the ride dialed in. This thing is smooth. It puts the power down. It has traction. It hooks up and goes. That's the whole thing. It's simple. The stock leaf springs that were on this truck, it wheel hops really, really bad. And yeah, we could have put Caltrax in, but I like the challenge of building something. I always wanted to do a 3-link, and I think it paid off. I realized the only drawback about having a truck like this, it looks great now with that bright red color, but it'll attract some attention for you. So you'll just have to be a little bit careful whenever you're experiencing the 2nd gen Cyclone. But I love the color. In fact, we just filmed the drive-bys that I'm going to be sprinkling in this edit. And this time of day with the sun shining on it and stuff like that, oh, this red, it is beautiful. I'm really happy that we chose this red color. So we get to show you guys the reason why the combination of a supercharger, a V8, and all-wheel drive is like the perfect combo for a sport truck. Ready? 0 drama. You can put your foot down to the floor, apply all of the power at once, and it just goes. It'll spin all 4 wheels just for a split second, but once you get going, I mean, that was probably like a 1.6 60 foot on a dusty back road on a cold day too. It's like 50 degrees out today. So there you go. That in a nutshell is the 2nd gen Cyclone. It's a ton of fun. It looks awesome now with its new look. And I can't wait to call one of you up to let you know that this is going to be sitting in your driveway. A couple of housekeeping notes on the giveaway process. An important note, this time we're actually able to make it eligible for Canadian citizens to be able to win this one, as well as people in the United States. So read the official rules on the website for all the nitty-gritty details, but basically if you live or are a citizen of US and Canada, you could be taking this truck home. You can get entered to win by making a purchase on our website, tolmanperformance.com. Again, read all of the official rules, but in a nutshell, every $5 that you spend is going to get you 1 entry into the sweepstakes. We have a lot of cool merch. We have some t-shirts, we have some hats, we have some hoodies, there's some mugs, we have some posters of some of the builds that we've done, and we even have a quick entry feature, which is kind of a best kept secret, because that'll get you 2 times the entries as any other merchandise purchase. So again, head onto the website, read the official rules. That's how you get entered to win. But the 2nd gen Cyclone sweepstakes is now live. In fact, it was live this morning before the video went live, and it runs until the 21st of December at midnight. So right around Christmas time, one of you is going to be taking home this truck. So thank you guys for watching. Honestly, I do appreciate it, because I'm just a guy who gets to goof off and build trucks and have fun thanks to your support. And by doing these giveaways, as much as I hate to see these trucks go, that's what helps keep the wheels turning and helps the next projects materialize. So thank you guys, I do appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna hate to see this one go, but it just looks so cool with that red. I really, really wish I would have done this sooner, but it's awesome and it can be yours.